Um, this is a little harder video to make than I thought. I've probably had the camera in my hand now for a good 10 minutes trying to start this video, and I've been thinking about making this for a couple weeks now. Um, as you guys can tell, probably from the title and from me not doing my intro, it's a little bit of a different video. It's not a sad video. It's a thankful video, and I'm not sad right now, but everything is about to change in the next couple of days, and um, I don't know. I'm gonna have to make all new friends and um, learn to do all new things, and remembering the first time and the first times that I've had to do it, and them not ending well is kind of give me a little bit of anxiety. So just bear with me. Um, but like I said, this video is a thank you to just about everyone who has had a positive impact on my life. Whether they've had negative impacts as well or not, that's irrelevant. If they've had a positive impact on my life, I'm probably going to include their names in this video, whether you guys have met them or not. Um, just first names, they should know who they are. But yeah, this is a thank you video to them. Um, so the way that I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna try to keep it in order of how long I've known people. Start with the longest, end with the shortest. Um, and just see how that goes in order to A, not forget anyone, and B, make sure that I say everything that I want to say. Um, so if you're one of my friends, you probably want to watch this video because if you're one of my friends, I'm going to say something about you. So, all positive, I promise. But before I actually get started, you guys know that my friends are like my family to me. So this is kind of the reason why it's so difficult to kind of just get up and leave. Um, I have, talked to quite a few people that are in Providence, but none of them are anywhere near as impactful, or am I as much committed to those people as I am people that I know today. But anyway, enough of me blabbing on about why I'm making this video. Let's just get started. And I guess I'm going to start with one of the first people that I ever met. I met her in kindergarten. Her name is Marie. Now, those of you that are close to me know that, and she does too, that we have had lots of ups and downs, and if you're really close to me, you know how high those ups and how low those downs were, but that's irrelevant, and we're not going to talk about that. Right now, we're going to talk about the fact that the majority of the times that I was in need, the majority of the times where I just needed someone to talk to, someone to be friendly to me, I could count on her. She was my best friend in kindergarten, by far. By far. Like, no one came near her at all. And so now I've known her for 13 years. And, we've gone our separate ways a little bit, but I think that I will always be able to count on her nowadays. Like, after all of our up and downs, I think I will be able to count on her now anytime I need someone. So she's a good person to have in your life. The only advice I really want to give to her is to not be influenced by all these people around you, because there are a lot of people around her that try to get her into things that she doesn't need to be getting into, and some of the things she's done, and like, I'm not a very judgmental person, but she should do what makes her happy and not what other people think she needs to do to be happy. I just hope that in the end that she gets to the point where she wants to be in her life and she stays there and she's happy. That's my overall goal for her, because overall she's been a great person to me. So, yeah. The second person I want to thank, I also met him in kindergarten. He won't want me to tell you guys this, probably. I don't even know if he watches my videos, but in kindergarten, for some reason, I wouldn't ask him his name, so I literally addressed him by saying, "Hey, friend." This would be Mr. Landon. We were neighbors until I was in 5th grade. I moved here when I was in 5th grade. So we've been neighbors for forever. We had the kind of thing where it was like, "Hey, Mom, Landon's coming over today." Okay. We did everything. We basically ran our neighborhood, the two of us. It was great. And that kid's good. Just see, the cool thing about this kid is, and this is how I know he will do well in life. His freshman year, he didn't make the baseball team, right? He wanted to make the baseball team. So every freaking day, he went and he worked out and he worked on his skills every day. Made the baseball team the next season. Even though he made the baseball team, he went out every day after the season and kept working and kept working and kept working. So I know that if he really wants something in life, he's going to work every day to try to reach that goal, and that's how I know he's going to be successful in life. And it's almost cool to watch, because it's like, wow, like, you can tell that when he really wants something, and it's almost inspiring. Not almost, it is inspiring to other people around him to just, if you want something, don't just say you want it, get out and work for it. And he's the definition of that, and honestly, like, as his friend, I'm proud of him for that. So kudos to you, Landon, because there are lots of people that just sit on the couch and are like, "Oh yeah, I want this, that, and the other thing," and don't do anything about it. And I mean, I know you honestly, around most people, you don't talk much. You just keep to yourself and you keep striving to your goals, and just in life, dude, just keep doing that, because you will have and get what you want. I can already tell this video is going to be long, but it's important to me, so I'm going to keep going. Next person, I met him I think I met him in kindergarten too, would be Mr. Preston, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't watch my videos, but I'm going to talk about him anyway. Lots of people know him. We've never been really, really close, but he was always just, if I didn't know anyone in the class except him, he was always just a friendly person and a friendly face that I felt like I was comfortable talking to and comfortable being around. So he's just an all-around good guy. So, I mean, I don't even know anyone that has an issue with him. So, yeah, just overall nice guy, to be honest. Now, here's where my order gets screwy, because I met a lot of people in elementary school. But I guess one of the first guys that comes to mind is Andrew Lyon. I only said his last name because, A, when he becomes rich and famous, either as whatever the heck he chooses to do, because he can do it all. This man can sing, this man can act, this man can draw. So whatever this man decides to do, I want people to know that I knew him. But I know I met him in 1st grade. I didn't meet him in kindergarten. But he is cool. Just, like, cool. He's just chill. And I don't understand why people give him crap so much, or at least used to give him crap so much. It's just like, really? Can you leave the kid alone, because he's just trying to live over here? Now, he's just a really cool guy. He's helped me through some stuff in the past. So, of course, there's a thank you for that. But he's just an overall, just, like, chill, creative guy. Like, that... I don't know a word that is more than creative, but if there was a word for that, that's what he would be. I don't know if innovative is the right word, but, like, he's so creative, it's not even creative anymore. He's so imaginative, I don't know what else to say. but he's an artist in just about everything that he does, and it's just kind of cool to see his like final projects that he did. Yeah, I don't know if I told you guys this, as he was in a vlog not too long ago. Um, he had just done a show. He just did. What was the show? 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 Hairspray. There you go. He just did Hairspray, and he was really good. I sadly did not get to see it, but I wanted to. I'm 100% positive that this man was good, but he's just an all-around good guy. And I honestly think that whatever the heck he's going to do with his life, he's going to be fantastic at it, because he's just going to take it one step at a time and kick ass, to be honest. Now, since we're talking about elementary school, next guy that comes to mind is Jake. I've known him for forever. We haven't really been too close, except for the last couple of years here. He's the kind of guy that'll give you advice when you don't necessarily want it, but at the same time, the majority of the time, it's stuff that you need to hear. He's how do I even describe this? I've been through a lot of ups and downs, some a lot lower than others. He has seen me and knows about those really low times, and after one of those low points, when I was like, it wasn't happening anymore, but I was kind of just sitting there, I accredit him. Sorry, battery died. Anyway, like I was saying, I accredit him and what was known as the crew for bringing me out of that hole. So that's the main thing that I gotta say about this man. The last time I saw him, he ended it with, he got out of the truck and he was like, "Don't stop talking to me." And I know for a fact that that simply won't happen. He's just too cool of a guy, and I'm never going to find someone like him. You may not always want his advice, but the majority of the time it's stuff that you need to hear. And every once in a while he'll go too far with his advice, but then he'll come back and apologize for it, and it just makes you like the guy more. So, and we've been up and down before, only once actually. We've been down before, but in the end it all worked itself out, and we came out stronger out of it. Like I said, we're my friends and my family, so if we're that close and we have an issue, at some point, no matter how long it takes, we're gonna get through it. So, yeah, I appreciate him. I really do. It's kind of hard to think when I met people. Like, I have a lot of friends now, but like looking back to be like, how long have I known you? It's kind of difficult. But elementary school, next person that I can think of is Sir Justin. He has never been in, actually yes he has. He's been in one of my videos, the basketball video that I did with him and Cameron. That was Justin. I think, when did I meet him? I met him in elementary school, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive. Yeah, I did. Anyway, he's kind of like Preston in a way, in that, like, we've never been, like, super close, but he's always been, like, a person that I know and I can talk to. Play on the same basketball team, so, that was cool. But yeah, he's just an all-around just chill guy. He, yeah, I mean, that's probably like one of the best things I can say about people, is that they're chill people. He's just like go with the flow kind of guy. I'm interested actually to see what he's gonna do with his life, because there are so many, like, he's into so many things that he could really go anywhere where he wanted to go. I think he has the skills to do whatever the hell he wants to do. So I'm interested to see where he's gonna go, and yeah, he's really all around cool guy, and I have enjoyed the last, what was it, like, senior year? I sat with him at lunch. I don't remember when I think I sat with him at lunch another time. But just the conversations that we've had about, you know, whatever, they're just cool conversations, and I enjoy having them. He's an all around good guy. So yeah, I'm very interested to see what he does with his life. So I'm going to jump ahead a little bit, only because for some reason I'm brain farting on who all I met in elementary school. But I know that I met a lot of people in middle school. So we're going to go there. And I have to, by far, the first name that pops into my head middle school. There are two guys. There are two guys that immediately pop into my head because like I have a lot of like good friends. I have a lot of really really good friends. I have very little best friends, and these two are definitely there with the best friends. Neither one of them they're not above each other in my book at all. So it doesn't matter who I talk about first, but the first one I got to talk about is Cameron. This dude, it's hard because I'm going to see him tomorrow, and it's going to be the last time I see him for a couple months. Um, you can, yeah, sorry. Look, sixth grade, math class, that was cool. Seventh grade, I'm not going to talk about, that was our down. Eighth grade, we started bouncing back. Ninth grade, we kept bouncing back. Sophomore year, he was right there again, and he's been right there ever since. This man is the first person I go to if I have any issue. This man is the first person to say, hey, Kyle, you want to hang out? Is the first person to include me in anything and everything that he does. Like, I trust this man with my life. Like, I cannot say enough good things about him. And I feel like people don't give him enough credit for being as good of a guy as he is, which sucks. But I'm going to do it because he deserves it for being as good of a person to me as he, like, there are so few people who have gone to the lengths to help me that he has. It's incredible and it's mind-blowing. He's like my brother. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. He's a really, really, really good, genuine person. He's freaking hilarious, as you guys have seen. You've seen him multiple times. He's freaking hilarious. He's intelligent. He's like, he's athletic. He's skillful at so many different things. He's got a great taste in music. Like, he's just, he's my best freaking friend. Like, I don't know what else to say. I've got a little bit of advice for you, Cameron, because I know you walk my shit. A little bit of advice for you. Don't let what happened in the past dictate what's going to happen in the future. Yes, things have not worked and things have happened in the past, but that doesn't mean that same shit is going to happen in the future. You got to, like, let all that crap go. Don't even worry about that. You're in college now. Don't even worry about it. Move on. Just clean slate. Just clean slate, bro, because people will learn to appreciate you as much as you appreciate them. And if they don't, snip, snip. Okay? Like, dead serious. Just snip, snip. Because you are such a good person, and you deserve only the exact same amount of respect and kindness that you give to other people back to you. That's it. That's the minimum. They should be giving you more than you're giving them. So, that's the advice I got to you, man. I honestly could spend another 15 minutes talking about this guy. I got a lot of other people to thank. But just everyone out there needs to know that he is a great fucking person. Period. So the next person, I said there were two people in middle school that immediately come to mind. The next person has got to be Mr. TJ. Which is also hard now because this man's going to Florida. He's moving there, legitimately moving there. He's not living in a dorm or anything. He's legitimately moving down there. And it could be as long as Christmas break until I see him. And then after Christmas break, I'm probably going to have to wait another year to see him. And I saw him today, for the last time for a while. So I wanted to make this video before I completely and totally was shutting down. But this dude, he's a very interesting character. Like, he's a very, I don't know if you guys can be able, like, if you guys are able to tell, but his sense of humor is kind of like way up here, and a lot of people get offended. But like, he's the kind of person, like, you gotta take it as a joke. You gotta let negativity. He takes negativity as a joke, and it works for him. So he's like happy-go-lucky, joyful guy all the time, which during my dark times and shit, like when I was down the dump, helped me because I saw that he was still like, people would insult this kid all the time, and he was like, okay, and haha, you're funny. Like, he wouldn't care, and it's just kind of he's the flashlight in the dark. You know what I mean? Like, if you're in the dark, he's kind of like the flashlight. It's like, hey, look, there's light over here, kind of thing. He's just an all-around great person. I honestly hope that in college, people take what he says as humor as it is meant to be taken, and don't get offended to it. Lots of people get offended to it, and it's just, that's not how he wants you to take it. You need to be on the same intellectual level with him as he is, because it doesn't work if you're not. But him and Cameron, man, like, they both been there through so much and helped me through so much. I can't say enough good things about the two of them. Just, TJ is gonna be great. I'm gonna go to the movie theater one day, and it's gonna say directed by TJ, and I'm gonna be like, yep, that's my best fucking friend right there, making this movie. It's about to be freaking amazing. So, or filmed by, or produced by, or edited by one of those, or all of them. He's gonna be great. So I'm really excited for him, because I know he's really passionate about this film stuff. I'm really excited to see what he does with it. And hopefully, even though he'll be in Florida and I'll be in Providence and back here and whatever the heck else, hopefully we'll still be able to keep in contact because of how great of a guy he is. Now, middle school was weird for me because I was kind of at a point where I was changing, I guess. I don't know if I was changing or the people around me were changing, but I went from having a very large group of friends who all knew each other. I was kind of the odd one out of the group, but I was still in the group because of my relationships to certain people in the group. But as soon as those relationships ended, I was kind of pushed out of the group because it just made everything awkward. So middle school was weird, and because of that, I didn't really make too many friends, but I cannot forget to mention Mr. Michael. He's just cool. I haven't hung out with him for a while, and it kind of makes me sad. But I know he's a busy man. He's got a girlfriend, he's got work, he's got school. He's a busy man. I wish I could have spent this summer more time with him. But you know what? It's all good, because this dude's cool. We actually, I don't know if he'll tell you, but if you ask him about freshman year and the hell that we went through, the two of us together, fighting the good fight, that was tough. And we supported each other through that as much as we possibly could. And besides that time, yeah, okay, 7th grade we had our down, but, I mean, we bounced back, and we've been close ever since. I mean, to be honest. There is some advice that I want to give to him, though, because I have seen him at his low points, and I have seen him at his high points. So, Michael, I am now talking to you, my friend. Do me a favor, and do what makes you happy. Not what makes your grandparents happy. not what makes Hana happy, not what makes your grades happy, not what makes your other friends happy. Do what makes you happy, okay? You. Because I've seen you at your highest, and I've seen you at your lowest. And honestly, at this point in time, I don't think you're at your highest, and I want to see you there because that guy was freaking fantastic. Now, you're still hilarious, you're still smart, you're still like a good guy to be around, but I want to see you at your highest point and at the highest that you can be in life. Okay? So, listen to yourself, not to anyone else. Figure out what it is and get there because that's the greatest thing that I can hope for you. Okay? So, please do it for yourself. Don't do it for me. Do it for yourself. Do what makes you happy and block out all the noise from all these other people that are telling you you need to do this, that, and the other thing. I know you get a lot of that. I've done it to you before. So, just do what makes you happy. You don't need to listen to anyone else, okay? That's my advice to you. Now we have bumped to high school. Freshman year sucked. So, I didn't really meet people there. But, I've got to tell y'all about the crew. I have to. I mentioned them earlier in this video. The crew is made up of a couple people, and we were all friends, which is the greatest thing. Like, if I had an issue, I'd put it in the group chat, like, yo, guys, I'm mad about, yo, guys, I'm sad about, whatever. And I'd have all these people, I say all these people like there were 20 of them, but all these people that would try to help me on my issue. We all, like, it would be the same for everyone. It was great. It was like, we were all really, really, really close in this group. So I've got to thank everyone in this group individually, and I know exactly the person I'm going to start with. Mr. Grant Fox. By far, out of the people that I haven't mentioned yet that were in the crew, this man is another one of my best friends. Period. I'm so excited for this dude to see what he does with his life because he is so incredibly talented and so incredibly funny that I really hope that he reaches all the goals that he wants to reach. I think he can. I don't think he's going to have a problem with it at all. But he's really been there for me too, not just because of the crew, but after the crew like kind of fell, I guess. Could say it fell. He was still there for me. He was still supportive, and I'd like to think that I did the same for him. And because we had shared like issues, we became closer that way. And I don't know, he's just a cool guy. He's the oldest friend that I have. He's 21, so he's the oldest friend that I have. And when I need him to, he acts like it. Which might not make any sense, but when I need the person of an older intelligence to talk to about something that might be of older maturity happening, he's right there. And even when there's not, he's the type of guy that he'll be like, we haven't talked in a week. Hey, yo, what's up? How you feeling? You doing well? That's great. Like, he's that kind of person that will check in with you, which is, like, really refreshing because there are a lot of people that don't do that now. But yeah, I gotta thank this man for everything that he has done for me. From helping me out through issues to simple things like, with the amount of publicity he gets now, he'll still every once in a while be like, yo, go check out Kyle's video, and just give me random shout-outs. I don't ask for them. He just does it, and it's I don't know. I'm just so thankful that I know this man, and that I was able to meet this man. And yeah, he's just a really refreshing dude in the world of assholes today, to be honest. More members of the crew. More members of the crew. Okay, so you guys know who I've mentioned so far. Jake was in the crew. TJ was in the crew. Cameron was in the crew. Grant was in the crew. Next person that I've got to mention out of the crew probably got to be Christian. You guys have never met him because by the time I was filming, he had already moved. I met him in middle school, actually. Yeah, I met him in 8th grade. He moved into 8th grade, and we were his sense of humor and mine just clicked, so we were already pretty good friends. Um, but this man, he's a gamer. He's a nerd, which is great. He's doing robotic stuff now, so that's really cool. I don't know if his brother still watches my videos, but if you do, hey Colby, what's up? Um, this dude, he defended me when no one else would. There was a lot of stuff happening and with people and bothering me. And he was one of the few people to actually stand up and do something about it, and I appreciate him every day for it. That's honestly like the main thing that I wanted to thank this man for, was doing that, because I don't think I ever did, and I feel bad that I never thanked him. So, thank you, Christian, for doing that. I hope that this man does well in his life. I really do. He deserves it. He's a cool guy. He's hilarious as I don't know what. Like, he could, honestly, this man could do stand up. Like, I have funny friends, but this man could do stand up. He's so quick with jokes. It's great. Um, but yeah, I thank you, Christian, for standing up for me when no one else would. I really do appreciate it, and I'm sorry that it took me this long to thank you for it. Next person, also in the crew, that I gotta thank, is Manuela. Manuela was my sophomore year, an exchange student from Austria. She came back and visited a couple weeks ago, and it was great. Um, she's short as hell, but feisty as hell, and it's great. She is the kind of person that if I was getting into a fight with some guy, she'd be like, no, now this guy is fighting you and me because no one messes with my friends. Um, she's like me in that way, where she's really defensive of her friends, and it's great. Um, I don't know, she's just a great person to talk to. I love talking to different people. And so because she was from Austria, we'd have all these different conversations comparing the two. It was just great. Conversations with her were great. That's the main thing about her. Just having a conversation with her is just fantastic. It sucks that she had to go back to Austria, because we'd probably still be really, really close like we were. But yeah, I just really appreciate her for just being in my life, to be honest. That's the main thing that I wanted to thank her for, is being in my life and just giving a different perspective on things that I never really thought of. Being that she's from a different place, just gives you a new perspective on things. And she's just an all-around good person, and a very interesting person to converse with. So, no, we're gonna save that one for last. We're gonna save that one for last. And we're gonna go. Next person that I gotta thank in the crew is Sir Kevin. Now, I feel bad because when people talk about the old crew, he gets forgotten a lot, and I don't understand why. Because this dude he's always the type of guy who you can go and have debates with, but he won't be insulting when he debates. So just because his level of intelligence is so high that you have these debates, and he would just bring up all these different points and from history and from other politics and this, that, and the other. And it's just, I love debating, especially I've done debates with people what if this happened in history instead, because I'm a nerd that way, and he would jump in, and I don't know why they're so fun, but they really are. And I don't know, his level of intelligence just way surpasses mine, first of all. Second of all, it's just great to see a friend like that. Guys should have seen him at graduation with all of his different what are they called? Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. The strings that go over the thing. I had one, but this man had 7 of them, or 9 of them. I don't remember. But so that is just cool. I don't know. I honestly hope that he just does great things in life, and one day I'm going to be seeing something with his name on it, something big in the news with his name on it. I don't know what it's going to be. But it's something big in science-y or history-y, something with his name on it. He's going to do great things, and I just appreciate him for being a part of the crew and just being a just cool guy and not caring what people thought about him. He freaking did I had my karaoke machine at my graduation party, and he got on and did Soldier Boy. Um, like he was the first one to go up on the karaoke machine. He did Soldier Boy, and it was great. Um, yeah, I just he's such a warm-hearted kid, and I don't know. That's what I can say about this kid. He's such a warm-hearted man, and I'm just excited to see what he does with his life. Um, it'll be fun to watch. It really will. Now, I know she watches all of my videos, so she's probably sitting there like, "Hello, I was in the crew too. You're not gonna talk about me?" And of course, I've got to talk about her. Like, what do you mean? And you all know her. I think she was in like the third or fourth video I ever put up on YouTube, and that would be Miss Bree. If you guys don't know, we've dated twice. There was a year and so in between the first time and the second time, and neither time did it really work for two different reasons, but that's not what we're talking about. How deep do I want to get here? Because I think that no matter how low we get each other, which we've done it to each other before. I've done it to her, she's done it to me. I still think that we are going to communicate for a very, very, very long time. Reason being, now I don't know how she feels about this, but like I've dated girls before her, but A, none were as serious as that one was, either time. And B, I've never had as strong feelings for anyone else besides her. There's a name for it, but I don't know. It's just the fact that she was first love, I guess. But despite the ups and downs, this girl gave me confidence, which no one else has ever been able to do. This girl showed me things about myself and what I should look for in the future that no one else did. She showed me that A, people can care about me, and B, people do care about me in a time where I thought no one did. She was, especially when we were dating, she was my rock by far. Like, I don't think that without her, without the crew, I would still be at that low spot. And you guys don't know how low that was, but I credit all of them with saving my life. And she was a big part of that, because not just because she dated me, but because of the kindness and the love and the amount of care and the amount of joy that she brought into my life. Like, it was exponential for me out of that hole. And the fact that I probably won't see her maybe ever again sucks. And I know all my friends right now are going, "What the hell, Kyle?" This doesn't mean I would go and date her again, but this does mean that I would like to keep her in my life because of the things that she has helped me through, and because of the things that, I don't know, she's just, we've had our ups and downs, yes, but when I was in that dark spot, I tried to push people away and she wouldn't let me. And she fought for me more than she fought for herself. And I did not know at the time that people would do that for me. And she did. So, all that being said, thank you, Bree, for that. For all of the above. That one was a harder one to do. Shit. Gets more intense as we go. In high school, I have met some of the greatest people in the world, I think. Um, and in middle school, too, because we have to count Cameron and TJ, and in elementary school, too, because we have to count Jake. And everyone in the crew, I swear those people are like some of the most amazing people I will ever meet. Ever. In the entire world, I think they're some of the most amazing people. But freshman year was all downhill for me. But I still did meet a couple people, so I do want to thank those people. Um, Freshman year, one of the first people that comes to mind is a different Christian. He knows who he is. He was kind of going down the same hill that I was, but he had no problem with fighting my battles. Like, he was one of the few people that, besides my friends already at that time, that was like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna try to be friends with this kid because we're going through the same crap, and I understand how it feels to be like this and barely have any friends and blah blah blah. And he jumped in and he was friends with me for no apparent reason. I still don't know why, but I am thankful for him because he was my friend when like no one else was. So I wouldn't I be thankful for that? It just, it was one of those. It gave me a reason to not feel completely and totally crappy about going to school every day. It was like, well, I do have a couple friends, and this guy over here, like, randomly wants to be my friend now, and it seems like he's going through the same crap, but even though he's going through the same crap, he has no problem being friends with a kid who's literally going through the same thing. Like, he understood, and it was cool. Like, we never really talked about it, but it was cool that I think, subconsciously we were both on the same level. And yeah, Christian's just he's just a chill dude. The thing was, like, he was bullied for the way that he looked. He was bigger, he didn't have as much muscle. This man is a beast now. Okay, this man is a freaking beast now. Like, if you look at before, I think he did it on his Instagram once, where he did a before, like, freshman year, and he did a now. This man is ripped, and I don't know. I don't know why I felt like saying that, but, like, he's just a cool guy, and, like, if you get the chance to meet this kid, or you just see him around, go have a conversation with him. Like, seriously, like, he's just a cool dude. Like, he's a cool person to talk to. He's chill. He really is. He's just give this man a chance too. Like, don't judge him on first glance. Like, you gotta actually, ladies, I'm talking to you. Like, just give this man a chance, okay? Just go have a conversation with him. You will thank me later, okay? Gosh, like, he's just cool. He's just cool. I don't know why he's received hate in the past, but he's cool. Like, whatever he wants to do in his life, psh, he'll knock that out the way, no problem. Okay? That's the kind of person he is. Freshman year, kind of on the same level as Christian, Miss Tati. Now, I'm like 98% sure that she's not going to see this, but I'm going to thank her anyway. There was one day that I specifically remember. Towards the end of the year, my freshman year, I had surgery on my stomach. I had an ulcer or whatever. Basically, I had a rip on the inside of my stomach, and they cut the outside of my stomach open to sew it up and sewed everything. Okay, so there were a couple days of school left. Well, this kid that had been messing with me for a while was going to mess with me, except where he was going to hit me would have screwed up the surgery. She didn't let that happen. And, like, I've had people defend me with words before, but I've never had someone physically, like, I don't know how to say this, but, like, so if I'm getting insulted, there are people that were sending insults back to the other guy's way, or just telling him off, right? This dude was going to hit me, and she would not let him hit me. So the fact that she, like, put herself, I don't want to say in harm's way, because he wouldn't have done anything to her. But the fact that she put herself in between that is just, like, amazing. Like, I don't understand. especially at the time, I didn't understand why a person would want to do that for me. But Tati's just such a cool person. I used to mess with her all the time, but we messed back and forth. We had that like almost like a brother sister type thing where we would mess with each other and just keep going back and forth. And she's cool, and she's chill until you get on her bad side. Like, don't get on this girl's bad side, man. Like, she will mess you up in 3 seconds. Won't even care. Like, won't even think twice about it. She's one of those, I will respect you if you respect me. If you don't respect me, I'm not going to respect you. And it just makes her such a genuine person and like a straight up person. And that's what's great about her, the fact that she's just straight to the point. Tati, don't lose that, okay? Keep straight to the point. Like, get rid of the fakes like you always do. Like, just stay true to you, and you will do well in life. Like, I appreciate you as a human being. She's just a great freaking person. Anyone that gets a chance to meet her, do it. Meet her. She's great. Who else did I meet? Ninth grade. Ha! I already knew. I just pretended like I didn't know. Let's talk about a girl who I met my freshman year, right? But we hadn't really been close until she walked up to me one day junior year and was like, "Yo, Kyle, we haven't talked in a while. Let's be real friends now." I'm like, what's real friends? What are you talking about? But this person is named Kalena. Kalena, I don't know what it is. I think it's just her. It might have been how she was raised. But she sees the good in everyone. 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 And she wants to bring it out of them. So, I liked her for a while, might I add. She knows that, so I have no problem saying it. Everyone basically knows that. So, and the reason was that whenever I saw her, I would be happy because she was always happy. She was one of those people that's like, I'm happy, pass it on. Like, you're happy now. And you're happy now. And you're happy now. And if you're not, I'm going to make you be happy because I'm going to talk to you and we're going to work out your problem and we're going to push past it because you deserve to be happy. Without even knowing the person. Okay? Like, she just wanted everyone to be happy and it was great. She's just a great person. She's one of the best personalities in a person that I have ever met. And she's so genuine and so kind to everyone. Like, she works with kids, okay? Like, that should tell you something right there. It just... She's a good person. I compliment her constantly, by the way. Like, I've sent her long freaking paragraphs complimenting her. And I believe at one point I called her a light in the darkness, because she really is. Like, with all... You compare her to, like, the average high schooler, and, like, let's be honest, they're just like, okay, whatever, it's high school. But she's like, yay, joy, happiness, rainbows, blah, blah, blah. She's a good person just for trying to make everyone else feel good and putting everyone else before her. The only thing is, Kalena, is sometimes you gotta put yourself before other people. Like, I get you want to make everyone else happy, and if you're happy, go for it. But if you're not, just remember that you are the most important person to you, okay? So, make sure that you are good first before you start making sure everyone else is good, okay? And find people that you can go to if you have an issue, please, okay? I don't know if you have that. If you do, great. If you don't, please find those people, because there's never a point... I've never seen you, A, sad, and B, I never want to see you sad, so just... Okay? Just don't be, okay? I just want to see you happy all the time, because it's great. Let's take a break from people real quick. Kind of. And let's go, and I'm going to thank the cross-country team, which includes the coaches, especially Kim. If you guys go to Hammond, and you guys run, Kim is the best. Period. Best coach ever. Period. Don't care. Period. I didn't have the confidence to do anything. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about, Kim. I cannot do that. I can't run this race. I can't make this time. Whatever. And she'd be like, excuse me, what? Get that out of your head, because you can do it. You've been working hard. This, that, and the other thing. Just giving me the confidence to go out and do my best, and I did. So, Coach Kim, I thank you for that. first off. Second off, the cross country team. Being on sports teams that I was on, because like I played football, and the football mentality really isn't like, oh yeah, love your teammate. Cross country was all about that. We were like one big family, and it was great to be a part of the sports team that actually appreciated me. It helped that I don't want to say I wasn't in the top. I wasn't varsity my sophomore year when I started. But I was like middle high. So that helped a little bit. Helped give me a little bit of respect, I guess, on the team. But just the fact that I could join a team that was like a family, wouldn't put me down every time I made a mistake, was great. And the fact that they were motivating and supportive and just challenging was great. I met a really cool person there, Meg, and she was the captain of the girls' team that season. And we were about the same-ish speed by the middle of the season. And she hated the fact that I wasn't faster than her, so she would push me every day to beat her all the time. So I appreciate her for that. Back to the whole cross-country team. Anyone that ever does cross-country, you are automatically good in my book. Because I know what that is like. I know it's a family over there. So obviously, if you did cross-country, you must be one of those people. So I appreciate you, and I appreciate the cross-country team, and I appreciate Coach Kim. Speaking of cross-country, I gotta talk about my sister. I gotta talk about my sister, Emma. I got to. We really haven't had much of this. It's been all up here. See, she's cool in a way that if I ask her for advice on something, she'll give me the really logical, reasonable, whatever, to the solution, blah, blah, blah. But then she'll also step into my shoes, which not a lot of people can do now. Step into my shoes and be like, okay, well, here's how you're thinking right now. This is what you want, this is what you don't want, this is what you're unsure about. Like, let's try to find something in between there. And she's just really good at that, so she takes the logical and reasonable side, but adds it to the human side, and she gives some of the best advice ever. So I appreciate her. I appreciate her for being my sister. I just appreciate her, okay? Like, jeez. Like, don't mess with her, guys. Don't mess with her. She's a third-degree black belt. She'll fuck you up real quick. But no, she's so nice and kind to everyone, and I couldn't ask for a better sister. Next person I'm going to talk about, you guys have met, other Kyle. Now, we have definitely had ups and downs. I used to hate this child. He used to be irritating as hell until I got to know the man. I know he had been trying for a while to get less annoying, and he is now. He's still annoying every once in a while, but that's just him. Which is fine. I don't care. I'm annoying sometimes. Who cares? But no, I just appreciate this dude listening to my rants, to be honest. Like, that's the main thing about him. Appreciate him just listening to my rants, being an ear that I can just spill all this crap onto. Because, sometimes talking stuff out is good, and it makes you feel better, whatever. And junior year, there was a lot of stuff happening, relationship-wise, and I didn't necessarily mean everything that I said to him in my rants, but he was still a person that would be there to rant out to, and, he'd give some advice back, but, not much. He was just mainly an ear, and it was helpful to me, bounce things off of him, so I want to thank him for that, okay? I appreciate you, Kyle, for doing that. You're a cool guy. Don't change too much, okay? Don't change too much, because you don't need to. No matter what people tell you, that, oh, you're this, oh, you're that, don't listen to them. Yes, you're annoying, but who isn't, okay? Yes, you can be irritating, but who isn't? Yes, you're a nerd, but nerds are cool. So just don't change too much, bro, okay? Just, don't listen to all the noise. Just be you, bro. I know you watch my shit, so I know you're gonna see this. So just, do you, bro. Do you. I gotta thank my friend, Miss Nina. Another one of my older friends. Um, Never tell a woman's age, so I'm not gonna do that. But she is one of my older friends. Um, she's the all around cool person. It's funny. We actually like started talking because we were hating on another person who had done one of my good friends wrong and had done her wrong. So we kind of like bonded over that, and we've been talking ever since. So I appreciate her. I don't know why she gets as much crap as she does. I'm the kind of person that I will trust you until you give me a reason not to, and she's never given me a reason not to trust her. So, and that's the main issue that I hear that people have with her. Like if y'all can have that issue with her, but I don't. So don't try to convince me that I should. I think she's a really cool person. I think she's a very interesting person. I think she's been through a lot in her life. Um, the thing that makes me sad about Nina, though, is that I feel like she's underappreciated. So I will definitely often compliment her to make her feel good about herself because I feel like sometimes in her life there is more evil than good, and I try to change that. Um, but I just, again, she's an older. Is she my? I think she's my oldest female friend. No, that's a lie. She's my oldest female friend that I'm closest to, closer to than the girl who's older than her. But um, so we're closer. But just again having that more mature view on things makes some of the issues that I have. I tend to go. One of the first people I go to is her because she has a more mature outlook on things because she has been through more being older. Um, and it's just she's helpful. She's also been an ear for my rants. Um, I'd like to think that I've been an ear for hers too. So I hope that we keep that up. Group of people I want to thank again. My ARL peoples. You're all different. You're all weird. Don't get me wrong. You are all weird. Um, but they're all a good group. Desiree is I call her my ARL best friend. I met her in ARL, and she was by far, out of everyone that was there, my best friend there. Connor, I got him a job where I worked. He's cool. He's hilarious. For some reason, he got a tattoo of a bear on his shoulder, but who cares? He's cool. He's a cool person to talk to. He's immature when he wants to be, but he's mature when you want to have a serious conversation with him, so that's cool. Malcolm, loudmouth motherfucker. I'm kidding. Actually, I'm not. I'm really not, though. This man is loud and obnoxious, but he's great and he's hilarious. I don't know. Malcolm's an interesting character. He'll judge you for stuff, but at the same time, like, if you judge him for something, he'll be like, "You right, you right." So he knows his own flaws, which, kind of just makes him a good person because he won't go too far. Um, let's see. Um, Edwin. Edwin's cool. Edwin's a gamer, so that makes, that's another, like, connection that we have. This man could outcook everyone in that kitchen, including me. Like, I do not have the skill that this man has. So I'm interested to see what he does with his life because I know what he wants to do, and I hope he can get there. So, ARL crew, Freddie, really chill, doesn't get into drama, which is great, because drama's dumb. Um, so he was cool, he was always chill, and at times, like, he wouldn't talk much, but when he did, he was hilarious, and he'd make the entire class laugh. And last but not least, Ferlin has got to be the strangest one out of all of us in that class. That is a compliment, not an insult. I hope she gets to the point where she wants to be because I know she has big dreams, and I know that in the field that she wants to go into, which is, I believe, fashion, it's pretty competitive and pretty difficult. So I hope that she is able to do that and get where she wants to be. I think I only have a couple people left. So, let's see. How about Felicia? We'll thank Felicia. Because, honestly, so junior year is when I actually, like, met her. Met her. And we didn't even talk much junior year. My senior year, we had a class together. And I didn't have too many issues in senior year, but when I did, she was a good person to talk to because she's a no bullshit kind of person. So she would just kind of be like, why is this happening like this? Doesn't need to happen. And it's just all around supportive and funny and a no bullshit kind of person. And I love no bullshit people. So yeah, I just kind of want to thank her for being the no bullshit kind of person and being an ear and being a friend. She's a really cool person. So next person I gotta thank is gotta be Quinay, Grant's current girlfriend. I met her at my graduation party because Grant had just had his surgery and he couldn't drive. She was his ride. Um, Honestly, I haven't really gone through anything that she's supported me through, I guess. But for Grant, on the other hand, that's what I more want to thank her for. I more want to thank her for being there for Grant and being as caring and loving as she is to Grant, because Grant, in the past, has gone through stuff, especially with females and relationships, that really has not worked out and really backfired on him when he puts his full emotion into things. And it kind of made him shut down for a while. And she brought him back to normal Grant. It was great. And I love seeing him at where he is, and I credit a lot of that to her. So I don't really want to thank her for me, but I want to thank her for what she did for one of my best friends. So Quinay, thank you for doing what you did for Grant. I'm not even sure if you're aware of all the crap that had happened prior. I'm not going to get into that over the internet, obviously, but and I mean, if you want to know, I'd ask Grant about it. But um, as far as I know, as far as what I know, you really did help him out. And because my friends are my second family, I really, 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 really appreciate that you did that for him. So thank you. On top of the fact that you're a cool person and I like talking to you, um, it's more of what you did for Grant in my eyes. Um, Last but not least, I know she won't see this, but uh, last person I want to thank is Allison. I've known of her for a while, but we haven't really talked to each other ever, except for these last couple of months. Basically, over the summer, I was going through some family stuff. Um, the thing was that she was kind of going through this exact same thing, um, and I would like to think that I helped her because I know she helped me through it. So that was good, and she was just a good, genuine person to talk to about literally anything. Felt like I could tell her anything. I trusted her, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, she's a genuine, non-judgmental person. Um, she's got a lot of things going for her, so I'm interested to see which path she decides to take. Um, yeah, very talented. Very, when she gets into something, she seems like she's very committed into what she's doing. So I hope that she, does something great with her life. So those are the people that I wanted to thank, and I didn't necessarily need to thank them. Some of them I felt bad that I had never said those things before, um, but those are things that I felt like needed to be said. So I'm glad that I did say them. Um, yeah. So like I said earlier, I did not do my intro because this video is not really about me. It was about thanking people, but I will do my ending to the video because I can. But I do hope you guys enjoyed the video, but at the same time, I hope that this video gets out to the people that I talked about, because I want them to know, and the majority of them, if not almost all of them, I don't know when or if I'm going to see them again. So yeah, for everyone that I have met in Providence and I'm going to meet in Providence, I hope that I form some strong relationships that I have already done with these people from where I currently am. but I promise you that with some of the friends that I have, there's no one that can top them. There's no one that I'm going to have even close to a similar relationship with because they are such good people. Like I said earlier, I feel like I've met some of the greatest people in the world, just being around here. But I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that everyone that I mentioned sees the video. I appreciate you all. I thank you all. And remember, live life to the fullest. Spread positivity. I will talk to you guys later.